Hi, and thank you for joining my breast care workshop. Okay, so we are going to get into our female cultivation practice, which is going to be looking into breast care health. So first off, we just want to discuss that breast care health depends on a couple of things. Our chi, or our life force energy that flows through our meridians, is one. Our emotional balance is two. How we exercise daily is three. Our massage that we do to our body to support our lymphatic system flow, and also our genetics. So let's look at what meridians are. So these are energy pathways and how the energy flows within our body. We have 12 meridians in our body. We have our lung meridian. The lung meridian controls how energy is consumed and impacts the respiratory system. Our large intestine meridian regulates the processing and extraction of water from waste. Our stomach meridian regulates the extraction of nutrients from our food, nutrients distribution to our intestines and spleen, and our overall digestion of food. Our heart meridian regulates the circulation of blood to all the organs. Our small intestine meridians is responsible for the digestion of water, absorption, nutrient absorption, and bowel function. Our bladder meridian regulates the removal of toxins from the body. Our kidney meridian regulates the reproductive system, testosterone levels, and produces bone marrow and blood. Pericardium meridian regulates the energy or chi that surrounds the heart, protects the heart, and ensures proper function and emotional balance. Our triple warmer meridian regulates the metabolism of the body and promotes general wellness. And our gallbladder meridian regulates the removal and storage of toxins that are produced by the liver. And of course, our last is our liver meridian, and that regulates the female reproductive system, the circulation of energy, and maintains the flexibility of the ligaments and the tendons. So let's talk about how stress affects the breast. So three major meridians in the breast are the liver, the stomach, and the kidney, and this controls breast health. Since the liver controls the stomach, any irregularities in the liver energy will naturally affect how the stomach functions. Based on today's statistics, about 50% of breast cancers occur in the upper right quadrant of the left breast and the upper left quadrant of the right breast. And this area correlates exactly where the stomach and gallbladder meridians run, which again is controlled by the liver. So emotional health, this is another thing that really affects us. Of course, we talked about how when we have certain feelings that we release hormones into our bloodstream. And studies have shown that long-term depression in women, they are more likely to get breast pain and hyperplasia of the mammary glands, or AKA fibrocystic breast. Also, depression and anxiety can impact hormone secretion, as we said before. And this is the way that we have long-term unhealthy emotions, and this can cause breast disease. So we have to really be careful about what we do, how we think, and feel, because it all impacts our health. The meridians in the breast and chest. So of course, we talked about the stomach meridian flows down through the nipples. The gallbladder meridian flows down through the sides of the breast diagonally. The conception meridian flows up from the uterus through the chest and the breast. And both the pericardium and the heart meridians go over the breast. And the kidney meridian starting at the collarbone and flows down each side of the chest. And what is the pericardium? The pericardium is a thin sac that surrounds your heart, and it protects and lubricates your heart and keeps it in place in your chest. And what does it do? It keeps your heart fixed in place within your chest cavity. It prevents your heart from stretching too much and overfilling with blood. It lubricates your heart to prevent friction with the tissues around it as it beats. And it also protects your heart from any infection that might spread from your nearby organs like your lungs. So let's talk about this conception meridian, or Renmai. This originates in the uterus in a woman and the lower abdomen in males. And in the center line, starting at the perineum, shoots all the way up the front line of the body and ending at the lower lip. The Renmai is a yin channel or water channel connected to the female and kidney energy and meridians. So we use female, which yin, kidney, water, etc. That would be the conception meridian. And the main function is to regulate the female reproductive system, disorders of the abdomen, chest, the throat, the face, and also urinary issues. So again, we're looking at these meridians in the chest and breast, and you can kind of see how these meridians are running down. Stomach meridian, spleen meridian, and kidney meridian. And this is important to pay attention to these energy centers. So when you're doing certain practices or hygiene practices, you can be aware that these particular meridians are in this area. We'll talk more about that. So getting into breast massage, some of the benefits is that it can increase the flow of lymph and the ductile tissues in the breast. So this is one good way of stimulating it, because there's not much else you can do that'll move that lymph fluid like breast massage will. And also getting into the healing aromatics of our oil that we use. The only way that these oils can penetrate into the cells is through massage, because they can go into deeper layers. So pressure massage just means press and stretching and massaging the points in the tissue, and this affects the development of the breast. So by doing certain circular motions, you can actually improve the size or increase the size or decrease the size of your breast. So basically, it's to promote the circulation of blood and lymph. And of course, finally, we talked about the beautification and the exercise of the breast tissue to keep your breasts nice and firm and supple. So, what can we do? So, we just talked about doing the daily self breast massage using natural oils or oils and essential oils. We also want to address spraying harsh chemicals on our chest and breast area, which is what we do when we spray perfumes and things of that nature around our lymph glands that land right on our breast. Also, we want to look into managing our stress levels and our emotional health and well-being, doing daily exercise and keeping our weight in a healthy at a healthy level. And also, we want to look at how we're eating. We don't want to bring in too many hormones and chemicals, or as they call them, endocrine disruptors, into our body by way of things that we're eating and putting on our skin. So, lymphatic drainage, we talked about that, moving the breast around and moving that lymph fluid. And when you're doing a self massage, you want to pay attention to the lymphatic pathways. So you can always treat yourself to detoxing clay. This is really healing way to just draw out toxins, and you can apply them right over your lymphatic pathways to pull out toxins and also to imprint minerals in that's coming from the healing clays. So that's something you can do. I usually do a clay um, mask over my breast at least a couple of times a month. And just pay attention to my lymphatic glands. I put it over that. If I have developed a pimple or something, I'll put it there and use some healing aromatics to just pull out poisons. You can also use activated charcoal, etc., and put that right over your breast tissue. Always want to use natural deodorants. I use a crystal salt, which is very supportive. If you sweat a lot, you might want to use something, maybe some, they have lots and lots of natural deodorants that you can use, but I like to use the salt. And again, we can't stress enough, never spray perfumes on your lymph nodes or near your chest area, because there's lots of glands in your throat and your neck, and and lymph nodes on the side. You've got your thyroid gland. You've got your thymus gland in your chest, right above your heart. And these are places that we tend to spray our perfume at. So we want to be mindful of that. So again, use natural perfume. And at Simply Soaky Botanicals, we do have natural perfume. And we just wanted to get into some of the things that that are in the chemical fragrances that we buy and pay lots and lots of money for. So please excuse me for mispronouncing some of these chemicals. Uh, so the first thing is acetone. And that's something that I always think about, nail polish remover, acetone, but that is in perfumes. Ethanol, alcohol, benzaldehyde, which is a narcotic and a local anesthetic, formaldehyde, and according to the International Agency for Research on Cancer, formaldehyde is classified as a carcinogen. Limonene, methylene chloride, and this was actually liquid chloroform used for stripping paint, is banned, but still is found in some fragrances. Camphor, ethyl, acetyl, linalool, benzyl alcohol. These are all different variations of alcohols that are very drying to the skin and very toxic to the lungs. Sulfolates, which I know I mispronounced that word, but this can cause liver, kidney, lung, and reproductive damage. And synthetic musk, which are usually animal musk. So they use all sorts of things, urine, they use a lot of different things in the perfumes that we buy, pheromones and things like that, where they're using people's urine and just stuff that I wouldn't want to put on my skin. So that is what we have to be very cautious of. We're spraying this stuff on our skin. It's absorbing into our bloodstream and we're inhaling it. It's going into our lungs. And these are things that we want to be cautious of, especially when we are trying to be kind to ourselves and use healing self-love practices. And this is one way to really consider being more kind, is using natural perfumes that have essential oils and natural food grade alcohols that are more kind to the body and have a purpose. So let's talk a little bit about our healing recipe. So our breast oil, the ingredients in it, we have castor oil and jojoba. And also the essential oils that we use is pine, lavender, ling, and myrrh. And this beautiful 2-ounce healing jar of aromatic love is only $30. So the science behind our blend, according to the National Library of Medicine, myrrh, the essential oil, is highly toxic to breast cancer cells. Researchers have discovered that myrrh's key anti-cancer compound is called bisaboline, and it is found in the essential oil, which is what we use. And in this new study, it suppressed up to 99% of breast cancer cell growth in a test tube. And in mice, it slowed breast tumors growth to 38%. So that's one of our healing aromatics that's in there, essential oil power. The next one is castor oil, and this one is great for removing toxins. It also improves circulations in the tissues of the breast, and it's also great for helping with breast pain. So people use castor oil for lots of different types of pain. So working with castor oil for breast pain is very supportive. Again, we have lavender and pine, and these are also been studied for, that's really great to help with cysts and pain relief. Lavender has been known to increase breast size if you're looking for that. And we talked about the circular motions for that. Our breast tissue is made up of mostly lymph tissue, and this is a part of our detoxification system. So the most direct way to maintain healthy circulation in our breast is through the gentle pressure massage. And so by way of using lavender and pine essential oil as a detoxification enhancer, we are able to get these aromatic oils in there, and they drain out through our system. When we use them topically, lavender can enter into our bloodstream, and it's great for cleansing the lymphatic fluid. And it's also great for providing anti-tumor, cancer cells, and anti-inflammatory. So this is a great way for regenerating our system and our breast tissues. and pine just kind of opens up our breast tissues, and the lavender comes in and does what it does to help with cyst and pain. And this is a great blend. So that's it for our healing recipe. So we didn't want to, we use a little bit of ling ling that basically gives us a little bit of aromatics that kind of softens it and makes it a little more sensuous. And so that's why we added that. And so I like to, when I'm doing my breast massage, I like to make it a small ritual. So sometimes I do enjoy various teas that speaks to me and invokes self-love. So we have a blend called Lavender Love. And this herbal tea basically has the power of flowers. So we used rose petals, hibiscus leaf, and lavender. And that is the aromatic piece to it. And then we added a peach fruit blend to this tea. And it's amazing. It steeps well. It's really delicious, cold or hot. And it's really, really relaxing and calming. So if you have a cup before you decide to do your breast massage, it's very amazing. It brings in the red energy. The tea is very red and open. Up your nostrils and inhale all of the aromatics before you take a sip. And remembering how our breasts are just the opening, they're a doorway to our heart, and they actually sit on each side of our heart as an opening to open up for self-love. So this is just an extra tool to use to bring in more of your healing ritual. So now if you've had your tea and you're relaxed, you can sit in a nice sitting posture for this practice, sitting in the floor or in a chair. And if you're sitting on the floor, you can put one heel against the opening of your yoni. And if this is too uncomfortable, you can sit in a chair and place a small rubber ball or a towel, or roll up a towel so that you have gentle stimulation. And then you want to take and rub your hands warm and lightly place your hands over your breast and rub upward and outward circles, circling inside your breast towards your face, then outward. And you're going to do this motion 36 or even up to 360 reps once or twice a day. And clockwise can increase your breast size, counterclockwise can reduce. And women with breast lumps only want to do an outward motion. And also encourage to drape your breast with a silk scarf or a piece of cloth and massage your breast that way. And the silk is just great for energy protection. So now we just want to sit down and feel our breast. Breathing in and exhaling out. Connecting to our heart. filling our heart with love, thanking our body for all that it does without us having to tell it to do so. Feeling our nipples, making sure our posture is upright and we have a comfortable ball, or we've now positioned our foot against our yoni for gentle stimulation. Breathe in and feel beautiful love pouring into your breast from your heart. Squeeze your hands and rub them warm and place them over your nipples. Feel the warmth coming in, the warm chi, loving every part of your nipples. Now begin your upward, outward circular motion, sweeping, going into the middle of your heart, moving your hands around your breast, and back down and up and around again. Slowly feeling the love and the warm chi from your hands. Spiraling all around and inside of your breast, going deep inside the tissues. Moving all negative energy, psychic debris, you are love. Your breasts are smiling, enjoying the attention. This is your time to celebrate your beautiful breast. Circling around and giving your breast the love and attention that they need. Now hold your breast right at your nipple level. Breathe in and out into your nipples, communicating with all of the cells, all of the lymph nodes, all of the blood, all of the milk ducts. You are love. And relax your arms down and enjoy the energy that you have created in your breast, your beautiful breast.